Across India, the youth of the nation assemble in a battle of the mind. At the end of this 60-day challenge, India's Sports Quiz Champion School will be the winner. Let today's competition begin.
Welcome once again to the ESPN School Quiz, where three very bright, intelligent, enthusiastic teams have arrived once again to try and reach the pinnacle of school quizzing in India. Try and become India's #1 team at the ESPN School Quiz. It's a long journey, but it starts right here with this E-Zone preliminary. Let's go and meet the three teams that have arrived here today. First of all, from the eastern port city of Visakhapatnam, on the left, Rajesh Rebala. On the right, Ravi Shekhar Chakraborty. Let's meet the school from DPS Vizag. Moving on to the town of Ranchi. On your left, Shubhamoy Roy. On your right, Arup Sharkar. Let's meet the team, DAV Jawahar Vidya Mandir. And back to the state of West Bengal. Representing Kolkata today, Pritish Datta and Sharbajit Mitra. Let's welcome Hartley's High School. So then we've got the East Coast represented with Kolkata and Vizag. We've got Ranchi represented as well. Let's see which one of you goes through to the semi-finals. As I said, that's the first step, and let's see which team takes it. Within this round, our first step is Citius. Citius means faster, and that is why this is our speed round. This is where the teams need to be quick, they need to be accurate, and early points on the board always come in handy. But be careful, we've got negative points in this round as well. The points that you see on the board there, 3, 6 and 9, that's the points you'll earn if you give me correct answers. Points you lose for wrong answers. As the grid clears, you get a photograph appearing at the back, 10 points if you can guess that correctly. No negatives on that, so if you're in control, go for it straight away. So if all of you are ready, let's begin this round. We'll start bottom right today. F for 3 points. Let's see who's first on the buzzers on this first question. F for 3, Hartley's.
Mike Powell.
Mike Powell. They started off very well. 3 points there for Hartley's. Not bad time either. 0.7 of a second. And you've seen a little bit there. Hartley's, no negatives. Take a guess.
Steffi Graf.
Say it one more time.
Steffi Graf.
Say it louder.
Steffi Graf.
It's Steffi Graf. It is. Steffi Graf. It is. And I'll tell you what. The two features that distinguish Steffi Graf more than anything else about her, her forehand and her nose. You couldn't see the forehand, you got her nose. Well done, Hartley's Calcutta. You've got yourself 3 points plus the 10. Now let's go about clearing the grid.
D for 3.
Okay, D for 3 points. And let's see if we can get D for 3 points. Here coming up, Hartley's.
Roger Miller.
Roger Miller. They hit their buzzers first. Hartley's Calcutta did. And what a good start this is turning out to be. Maybe if I'd gone D3 first instead of F3, you wouldn't quite have got Steffi Graf so early.
A for 3.
Okay, let's clear it off. A for 3. A for 3 is here. DPS.
Sugiyama.
Sugiyama. Good answer from DPS Vizag. They pick up 3 points as well. You got that pretty quickly. DPS has 21 points still. You can still catch up with Hartley's. What's your choice?
6 points. C for 6.
Okay, C for 6. It had to be one of the two. They went C for 6. Here is C for 6. Gets a bit tougher when you get into 6 points because we merge 2 words sometimes into one. But nobody's going for it, which is a prudent thing. If you don't know, you don't go for it. And let's see who it actually was. Out it comes, Nick Heidfeld. Nick Heidfeld. Tough 6-pointer, but then you guys are very good. So we've got to be careful ourselves. Right, DPS Vizag, 6 or 9?
6.
Okay, let's round off the 6 points. Here it is. Let's see if we can get this one. Hartley's, DAV, DPS.
Kamran Akmal.
Good answer. Kamran Akmal. I don't think how I got that. Very tough it was, but you got it. Kamran Akmal. Now, if you hit this 9-pointer, you're going to run away from the rest. Let's see if you can get it. Long word, and sometimes long words are easier. +9 if you get it right, -9 if you get it wrong. Hartley is there, thereabouts. Do you want to go for it, or shall I? Nobody's hit the buzzer. Here is our 9-pointer. The answer was Celestine Babayaro. Celestine Babayaro was our 9-pointer. No one went for it at the end of that first round of Citius. Let's see what the scores are. No points yet for DAV Jawahar Vidya Mandir Ranchi. Maybe they're adopting a wait-and-see approach. You've still got lots of points left. Second place, DPS from Vizag. They hit a 3-pointer early on. But in the lead, on the back of a 10-pointer, our Hartley School from Kolkata with 22 points. Let's see some reaction times. They're not spectacular. You can see they're trying to play safe rather than be flamboyant. A couple of them were very quick, 0.6, 0.7 thereabouts. Those are quick, but the others slightly more considered. That's how it should be. If you've got negative points, you want to be absolutely certain. But in our next round, there's no negatives. Let's see how they fare. This is part 2 of Citius. We are still in our speed round here. Still, the teams need to be tough on their buzzers, quick and accurate. We're looking for all this as we head into our next round. 30 points here, 6 questions. Let's see how many points you can get in this one. Here's number 1. Which NBA team did Scott Williams and Joe Johnson represent? Hartley's.
Boston Celtics.
No, if no one went for it, I'll complete the question. DPS did.
Houston Rockets.
Not the Houston Rockets. Jawahar Ranchi.
Milwaukee Bucks.
No, it is the Phoenix Suns. It was the Phoenix Suns. Let's go. A bit of a lottery around, wasn't it? But sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. In the 2002 Formula 1 season, who was Giancarlo Fisichella's teammate? Who was Giancarlo Fisichella's teammate?
Frenzen.
Not Frenzen. DAV.
Takuma Sato.
Takuma Sato. Ranchi get on the board as well. And they get on well with a good 5-pointer. Let's see if we can get more, Ranchi. Here we go. With which sport would you associate terms like no trump and little slam? No trump and little slam. Hartley's.
Bridge.
Bridge it is! Bridge it is! No trumps and little slam in bridge. Question 4. Which English soccer club plays its home matches at the Riverside Stadium? DPS. It's you.
Middlesbrough.
It is Middlesbrough. What were you waiting for? Maybe I didn't say DPS Vizag. I thought you knew it was your call. It was in fact Middlesbrough, and DPS looked a bit startled that I was waiting for them. Good point. 5 in fact. Here we go. In limited overs international cricket, who holds the record for the fastest century by an Indian? DPS Vizag.
Mohammad Azharuddin.
It is. You went for it early and just got the words in at the end, didn't I? By an Indian, you held your cool. Mohammad Azharuddin. It was 62 balls against New Zealand at Baroda in 1988. In the year 2002, at the World Cup soccer event, who captained the Turkish national side? DAV Ranchi.
Rustur Ekba.
Question passes. On the buzzer first were Hartley's.
Hakan Sukur.
Hakan Sukur. It was. DPS started to go for it, but Hartley's had hit the buzzer first, and so points it will be for Hartley's. So then, we've come to the end of that round of Citius. Let's see what the scores look like. Still in third place, but on the board now are DAV Jawahar Vidya Mandir from Ranchi with 5 points. In second place with a few more points are DPS from Vizag with 13. But still in the lead and looking good are the Hartley High School from Kolkata with 32 points. You can see there's a little bit in there for all the teams on our scoring curve. Here we go. Little presence there for the blue. Yellow, which is DPS Vizag, is moving up quite all right. But still quite a margin to be covered before they reach Hartley's High School from Kolkata. Some pretty good questions there. Here's one for you as well as we go into the break.
The Espn School Quiz is brought to you by NECC. Have you had an egg today?
छोटो मोटो पप्पू राजू मंडे टू संडे दिन या रात खाओ साथ अंडे ही अंडे ऑमलेट भी खाओ बॉयल भी खाओ या कच्चे ही खाओ चुन्नो मुन्नो पिंको
Yes. Yeah, my boy.
चमचमाते सुपरस्टार टैटू अब बिग बबल के साथ।
पुलाव क्या?
ESPN takes you around the Premiership grounds to bring you all the best action. The English Premier League highlights on ESPN.
This English Premier League broadcast is presented by Pepsi Blue, new refreshing icy blue Pepsi. In association with Blue Star, cooling solutions to help your business do better.
नया सेंटर शॉक च्युइंग गम हिला के रख दे।
Welcome back to this E-Zone preliminary at the ESPN School Quiz. Apart from the questions for these young men, we had some for you as well. If you think you can answer those, do visit our website, espnstar.com. We've got 5 new questions every week. All prizes and answers on the Monday edition of Sportsline. That much for you. Let's come back to these 3 stars here, 3-star teams that we've got here from the East. We're all going together to play Altius. And Altius means higher. This is the round where we believe we can go one step up in the quizzing process by asking teams to answer questions on subjects of their choice. So, you get to hear a subject of your choice, and I get to hear an answer if you're correct. Let's see how it goes. Here's 9 topics here on the grid. We start with DAV Ranchi. Pick one of your choice. 10 points if you get a correct answer.
Tennis.
Okay, here's your tennis question. Which male tennis player was asked by the authorities to replace his sleeveless shirt for a conventional outfit at the 2002 US Open tournament?
Tommy Haas.
Tommy Haas. They kept their cool. They waited for me to ask the question. Tremendous answer. DAV Ranchi, top answer. You get yourself 10 points. DPS Vizag.
Aquatics.
Aquatics.
Aquatics. Interesting. Your aquatics question is a photograph. Take a look very closely at this man. Identify the sports person who scaled great heights in the pool. One of the all-time greats.
Michael Gross.
Question passes. On the buzzer first, Hartley's.
Greg Louganis. Greg Louganis.
Greg Louganis, it was. Good answer from Hartley's. When I said in the pool, Louganis, of course, was a diver. Went into the pool. Greg Louganis was the answer I was looking for. Hartley's, it's your choice now to pick up a subject on the grid.
Cricket.
Cricket? Okay, you guys are very soft-spoken, aren't you? Here's your cricket question. It's a video clip. I've got my old friend Alan Wilkins to ask you the question. Listen carefully. Give me an answer. Here we go.
Hello kids, this is a question that concerns my former county. Which Glamorgan fast bowler made his test debut at Lord's against India in 2002?
Debut against India at Lord's 2002. Which Glamorgan quick bowler, Hartley's?
Simon Jones.
Simon Jones it was, and just Alan Wilkins to ask that question. Left-hand bowler, played for Glamorgan. Simon Jones was the answer I was looking for. Okay, let's move on. We go back to DAV Ranchi.
NBA.
Okay, here's your question on the NBA. In the year 2001, who was named the most valuable player of the NBA league, the shortest player in NBA history to hold that title? Who was the most valuable player of the NBA league in the year 2001, the shortest player in history to hold that title? DAV Ranchi? I need an answer from you now.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Question passes. On the buzzer at DPS Vizag.
Alan Iverson.
It is Allen Iverson. And Hartley's Kolkata, you knew it as well, didn't you? They knew it too. But just tipping them on the buzzer were DPS from Vizag, and poor Allen Iverson, only around 6 feet tall. That's the way it goes in the NBA. DPS Vizag.
Debuts.
Debuts. Let's see if we can pick up 10 here. It'll be a crucial 10-pointer for you. Before Virender Sehwag, which Indian batsman had scored a century on Test debut in South Africa?
Praveen Amre.
Praveen Amre. DPS Vizag made a good choice with debuts. They got it right. Another 10 points for them. Now, Hartley's, you need to round it off as well.
Trophies.
Trophies. Long question. Listen carefully. I'm going to describe a sporting trophy to you. You must identify it for me. You want to give me the answer straight away? No, you want to listen to it, don't you? It's a good idea. Designed by the maestro, it is 36 centimeters high, weighs 4,970 grams, and made of pure 18-karat gold. 2 rings of malachite stones adorn the base. Which sports trophy are we talking about?
World Cup football.
The FIFA World Cup trophy. It's quite interesting how sometimes teams work on a hunch. You probably thought I was going to ask you that anyway. Just as well they waited for me to ask the question. It would have been very interesting if they'd answered otherwise. We've come to the end of Altius. Let's take a look at the scores. In third place, in spite of getting 10 points in that round, were DAV from Ranchi with 15. In second place, they got 2 right in Altius, a DPS from Vizag with 33 points. But in the lead and just increasing the gulf, a Hartley's High School from Kolkata with 62 points. And you can see the progress they're making, how they're moving away from their opponents on our scoring curve. Here it is, just that extra gap now opening out there for Hartley's High School. The difference between them and DPS Vizag now 29 points. It's bridgeable, but it's a very handy lead to have. Before we go into our last round called Fortius, here are some banners for you. If you like what you see, then do go onto our website and vote for those banners. The school with the largest number of votes will get a prize in the end. So there's something for you to do as we go into our break.
Nestle Milo presents ESPN School Quiz. Win with Milo Energy.
छोटो मोटो पप्पू राजू मंडे टू संडे दिन या रात खाओ साग अंडे ही अंडे ऑमलेट भी खाओ बॉयल भी खाओ या कच्चे ही खाओ चुन्नो मुन्नो पिंको रिंको मंडे टू संडे सुन लो आज हल्का राज अंडे ही अंडे संडे हो या मंडे रोज खाओ अंडे
नया सेंटर शॉक च्युइंग गम हिला के रख दे.
Get all the news and views on the big names and big games from Europe's premier club competition. All this and more on the UEFA Champions League Weekly. Sunday on ESPN.
चमचमाते WWE सुपरस्टार टैटूज अब बिग बबल के साथ.
बुलाऊं क्या?
Welcome back to this E-Zone preliminary. We're the ESPN School Quiz. The winner today goes through to the E-Zone semi-final. And then who knows, maybe go on all the way to the national prize, which really is quite staggering. The winner of the ESPN School Quiz gets to visit a sports event anywhere in the world. It's his choice as long as it's covered by ESPN Star, but that includes almost everything anyway. So it's a great, great prize to play for. Let's see how far the winner today goes. First of all, let's identify the winner though, and we'll know that at the end of this round called Fortius. Fortius means stronger, and this last round is all about strength. As one player from each team comes down here to face me, you've got 3 options, all of you, 5, 10s and 20s. You can choose them. 10s and 20s have negatives associated, so choose carefully. You can use your lifeline but once. We'll start with the leaders today. Hartley's Kolkata.
5-pointer.
The 5-pointer. I thought it might be 5. In the Ranji Trophy, which side did Hemang Badani and S. Sriram represent?
Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu is right. Nice to know someone knows their Indian cricket. Even if it was a simple 5-pointer. Now, DPS Vizag lead is 34. What do you want to do?
10-pointer.
You'll take a 10. Okay, here is your 10-pointer. Michael Schumacher won the first of his Formula One Drivers' Championships in 1994. And then he successfully defended his title the following year. Which team did he drive for?
Williams. Benetton.
You already said Williams. I'm afraid I can't let you change that. Someone else might later as well. Just a little slip, but that's what counts in the end. The answer was, in fact, Benetton Ford. Too bad, DPS Vizag. That's why it's called Fortius. DAV Ranchi.
20-pointer.
Okay, here's your 20-pointer. Which former West Indian cricketer's autobiography is called The Man in the Middle? Which former West Indian cricketer's autobiography is called The Man in the Middle?
Joel Garner.
Oh, Joel Garner's a big bird, isn't he? Big bird flying high. This one is Gordon Greenidge. This was Gordon Greenidge, The Man in the Middle. Let's go on to Hartley's Kolkata.
5-pointer.
And you would take 5, won't you? Here's your 5-pointer. Which NBA team did Kevin Garnett represent in the 2002-03 season?
Seattle Supersonics.
Now, you know, sometimes when you guess, you come with really good ones. Seattle Supersonics, he knows all about basketball. The answer was the Minnesota Timberwolves. The answer is the Minnesota Timberwolves. He knows all about basketball. What's your choice?
20.
You'll have to take 20, won't you? Let's see if we've got a 20-pointer here. Before Zinedine Zidane, who was the last player to score more than one goal in a World Cup final? Zidane did it in 1998. Before him, who was the last player to score more than one goal in a World Cup final? Pointing fingers at each other. One of you has got to get it right. I'll give you enough time to choose. I think it started being yes.
Paolo Rossi.
It wasn't Paolo Rossi. It was a good answer. The answer was Mario Kempes. The answer was Mario Kempes, 1978. Let's go on to DAV Ranchi.
10-pointer.
Here's your 10-pointer, DAV. Whom did Martina Navratilova partner to win her first doubles title at Wimbledon? At her first doubles title, and there have been many, many doubles titles, who did she partner first? DAV?
Billie Jean King.
Correct! Billie Jean King! Aha, where did that come from?
Yes.
What a guess that was. He sat there impassive. He could have been a piece of wood. And then all of a sudden he comes up with Billie Jean King. What an answer that was. Way, way ahead of your times. Outstanding. Hartley's Kolkata.
10.
You want to push yourself a little bit?
5.
Just want to take the easy road up. Okay, I'm just provoking you. Here's your 5-pointer. Which county club was John Wright coach of before taking over as the coach of the Indian national cricket team?
Kent.
Kent? Certain? I'll give it to you. 5 points. Kent it was with John Wright. Let's go on to DPS Vizag.
10.
Okay, 10? Okay, here's your 10-pointer. Which NBA team did the legendary basketball player Bill Russell represent?
Bill Russell.
The legendary basketball player Bill Russell represented which NBA team?
Houston Rockets.
Not the Houston Rockets. It was the Boston Celtics. It was the Boston Celtics, DPS. Too bad, that's the way it goes sometimes in the last round when you have to play catch-up. It's never easy. DAV Ranchi.
5-pointer.
Okay, I'll give you 5. Here we go. In which city did Sachin Tendulkar score his only century at the 1999 World Cup? It was a big event.
Bristol.
Bristol it was. Came back to join the Indian team and scored 100 in that game against Kenya. That's it then for Fortius. Let's see what the scoreboard looks like. In third place today, but just fading out in Fortius, were DPS from Vizag with 13 points, Sneaking ahead, therefore, into second place were DAV from Ranchi with 20 points. But winning and really winning from start to finish, Hartley School from Calcutta with 72 points. And as you watch the progress curve, you realize that at one point DPS Vizag weren't too far away. Look for the yellow versus the brown. Not too far away at that point from Hartley's Kolkata, but Hartley's just kept hitting the 5-pointers. DPS needed to play catch-up. It's never easy, and sometimes you actually end up going in the other direction, as happened with DPS. That's the way it goes sometimes in Fortis. Why don't your teammates, why don't all of you come down here as well and join in this little celebration I have for the winners today. Hartley's from Kolkata. Here are some Milo watches for you. Very well done. You've done well to earn them and wear them with pride. So then, our Milo winning team today, Hartley's High School from Kolkata, they go through to the E-Zone semi-final. On our next program, we meet teams from the north, and I hope it'll be just as exciting as this one was. Do join us for more on the ESPN School Quiz.
Nestle Milo presents ESPN School Quiz. Win with Milo Energy. In association with NECC, have you had an egg today?